So what is accounting? Chapter 1, 11th class, accounts, accounting. Introduction to accounting. What is accounting? Okay. So awaken the accountant in you. Whenever you are doing the accountancy or you have opted for accountancy, then it means there is accountant hidden in yourself, in you. Then you have to awaken the accountant in you. Only then you will be able to understand the accounting. So what is accounting? Introduction to accounting. So what is accounting? Accounting and accountancy, two different terms are there. Accounting is different and accountancy is different. Okay. Our subject name is accountancy. And accountancy refers to systematic knowledge of the principles and the techniques which are applied in the accounting. It has a wider approach than accounting. Yes, accountancy is a subject, and in this subject we will be learning that how to do accounting. Okay, so accountancy contains accounting. That's why it is said that it is a wider concept. Accountancy is a wider concept. So in accountancy, we are going to learn that how to do accounting. Accounting contains some technologies, some principles, and which will be telling us how to prepare the books of accounts, ledger, journal, and how to prepare the financial statements of a company. So this is accountancy, which contains all the principles and techniques which are applied in accounting. Next, accountancy provides us systematic knowledge, and it is based on two things, principles and techniques. Accountancy can be further divided in two parts, principles and techniques. Principles are related with the bookkeeping and techniques are related with the accounting. So bookkeeping is a part of accounting, we can say, and it contains all the principles. Bookkeeping is based on the principles and accounting is based on the techniques. And in the whole book of 11th class, we are going to study about the principles and the techniques which an accountant has to use to prepare the books. So what is the bookkeeping? Bookkeeping is the process of recording the financial transactions and events of a business. So it is a process of what? Recording of a financial transaction and events of a business. Financial transactions means only those transactions will be recorded in the business which are having a financial character. Financial character means which can be represented in terms of money. In terms of money. The transactions which cannot be represented in terms of money, like there was a fight or there was a quarrel in between the manager and the employees. So that quarrel or fight cannot be represented in terms of money. So we cannot record this in the books. So only the transactions which are having a financial nature. Financial means which can be converted into money can be shown in the books of accounts. So bookkeeping has different 4 steps. First step, identification of the financial transaction. While performing the task of bookkeeping, we will be first identifying the financial transactions. Financial means the transactions which have a money value, which can be represented in terms of money and events. Second, measurement of transactions in terms of money. So first the transaction nature is financial, only then will be recorded. Then that financial nature transaction will be converted in terms of money. For example, you have purchased 4 chairs for your business. So that is a financial transaction. So you have identified that it is a financial transaction. Then that financial transaction will be converted in terms of money. So suppose the price for per chair is 10,000. It means the total cost which you have paid for 4 chair is 40,000. So that is the measurement of transactions in terms of money. Third step, recording the financial transactions. Then afterwards, we will start recording the transactions, and wherever we will record, those books are known in accountancy, journal or subsidiary book. So it can be very important 1 marker question where the financial transactions are recorded. Yes, financial transactions are recorded either in journal or in subsidiary books, and both are very important chapter. In the next portion of the book, we are going to study these two chapters. Journal is a complete chapter. So how to do the transactions, how to write the transaction in the journal, and subsidiary books. Different subsidiary books are there. So in detail, I will be explaining you over there. So the fourth and the last feature of bookkeeping is classifying them through ledger. So this is the process basically. And in this process, you can see that a sequence of steps is given and the transactions will be recorded by following only these steps. Clear? By following, Vanshika, I am removing you. Sorry, dear. Hitesh Sharma, now it's your turn. Yes. So, 4 steps I told you in bookkeeping. All these 4 steps are the part of bookkeeping. It is a process of bookkeeping. Which 4? First, identification of financial transaction. Second, measurement of transactions in terms of money. Third, recording the financial transactions in journal. First, you will see which transaction is financial, which is not, only the financial transaction. Then measurement, those transactions will be converted in terms of money. Then you will record those transactions either in journal or in subsidiary book. And the last step is you will be classifying them through ledger. Ledger is a next book which will be prepared after preparing journal or subsidiary book. First book is to be prepared is journal, then ledger will be prepared. So again you will be having a chapter about the ledger. So here I am not going to explain the meaning of journal or ledger. So we will be explaining it in the later portion of the chapter. So this is all about the bookkeeping and it is a branch of accountancy. And what is accounting now? Yes. What is accounting? Accounting is a broad term and in addition to bookkeeping, it also includes. So in accounting, all the 4 steps which I have told you in bookkeeping are already present. 2-3 more steps are added in accounting along with those 4 steps. So we can say that accounting is a broad concept or wider concept which involves bookkeeping. Means accounting cannot be done without bookkeeping, but bookkeeping can be performed without accounting. So we can say one thing about these two, that bookkeeping is the primary stage. Bookkeeping is primary stage. Why primary stage? Because this is done first. Then after the process of bookkeeping, then accounting will be done. So we can say accounting starts where bookkeeping ends. We can write like this. Accounting starts where bookkeeping ends. Accounting starts where bookkeeping ends. Why? Because in accounting, first 4 steps of the bookkeeping will be there. Then 3 steps more are added in the accounting. So bookkeeping is having a narrow scope or narrow concept and accounting is a wider concept. So here I am also explaining the difference in between bookkeeping and an accountancy. So with the whole explanation, you can make your own point of difference and it is really a very important question. Difference between bookkeeping and accounting. Difference between bookkeeping and accounting. In bookkeeping, 4 steps are there. In accounting, 3 steps more. It means first 4 steps will be performed, then we will do the next 3 steps, then it will be called as a complete accounting. So bookkeeping is the primary stage and accounting is the secondary stage. And the accounting starts where the bookkeeping ends. Bookkeeping is a narrow concept and accounting is a wider concept. Clear? So you can do the difference in this manner. So what are the steps which are included in accounting? Apart from the financial nature transaction, converting them in terms of money, then recording, then classifying, the next steps are summarizing. So first important step of making of book is making journal, then ledger, then summarizing. Where the summarizing is done, note down, there are different chapters for each step. Okay, each step we will be learning in the different chapter of your book. So recording is done in journal. Recording is done in journal. Classification is done From here, your actual books are started. Classification is done in ledger. Then next step, यहाँ तक आपका बुक कीपिंग एंड हो जाएगा. इसके बाद से जो स्टेप होगा that will be accounting. In accounting, summarizing means briefing up. In ledger, we will be having different accounts like stock account. Like in accounting equation, we are having different assets and liabilities account. Stock account, creditors account, capital account, debtors account. So all these accounts, cash balance, bank balance. So now the summarizing will be done. Summarizing means briefing all the accounts. And summarizing will be done in trial balance, trading account, profit and loss account, and balance sheet. Balance sheet we have already learned in accounting equation. This is the format of balance sheet. Yes, this is balance sheet. This is the asset side. All the assets will be written here. Current and non-current. All the non-current asset, then current asset. And this is liability side. Liability side means capital plus liabilities. So this balance sheet always satisfies the accounting equation. We know that the total of assets is always equal to total of capital plus liability. This already we have done in chapter 5. So preparation of all these documents, trial balance, trading account, profit and loss account, and balance sheet is known as summarizing. In summarizing, we are preparing all these accounts. Which accounts? Trial balance, trading account, profit and loss account. Balance sheet provides a view about the financial position of the business. And trading and profit and loss account provides a view about the profits earned by a business during the year. That how much of the profits are earned by the business. And normally, summarizing is done at the end of the year by every business. What is the end of the year? It may be 31st December or it may be 31st March. If a business is following calendar year, then it will be 31st December. All these documents will be prepared on 31st December, which trial balance, trading, profit and loss, and balance sheet. And if the business is following financial year ends on 31st March, like all the schools or the banks or the corporate houses are following financial year. All the sole proprietors are having option. Either they can opt calendar year or they can opt for financial year. But the companies and all the corporate houses, banks, financial institutions cannot use calendar year. So they have to close their books only at the end of the financial year. And what is the ending date of financial year is 31st March every year. So every business need to close its books of account on 31st March. Clear? So summarizing is done on this date in every business. Clear? So in summarizing, trial balance, trading, profit, balance sheet, what is trading and P&L account are prepared to know about the profits earned by the businessman during the year, and balance sheet is prepared to know about the financial position of the business, that what is the assets of the business, how many of the assets business is having, and what are the different liabilities in a business. So it gives an overview of the financial position of the business. So this is all about summarizing, and all this process, journal, ledger, we will be doing throughout the year. On daily basis, the records will be maintained. Throughout the year, all this process will be done. Okay, so journal will be prepared on daily basis. Whatever the transactions we are making, we will be recording in the journal. Suppose we have purchased goods in journal, we have sold goods, we have purchased machinery. Each and every transaction of financial nature of business will be recorded only in journal. First book prepared by the businessman is journal. Afterwards, the ledger will be prepared. So step by step, each and every step will be performed. We cannot do like this. First we have prepared the ledger, then journal. No. So when I will be explaining the whole accounting process chapter wise, then first we will be doing the journal chapter, then ledger chapter, then subsidiary book, then trial balance, then the last chapter, financial statements, in which you are going to learn how to prepare the trading account, profit and loss account, and balance sheet. And combinedly these three, okay, trading, profit and balance sheet, combinedly these three are known as financial statements of a business. Financial statements of a business. Okay, which three? It can be also again the one marker question. Trading account, profit and loss account, and balance sheet. All three are known as financial statements and always prepared by the business at the end of the year, which may be 31st December or 31st March. And every business used to prepare these documents because when for the whole of the year business has done work, businessman has taken the risk and done work, assemble the resources, start the business, then at the end of the year, he must want to know what is the profit earned during the year, whether to continue the business or to close down the business. What is his financial status? What is his financial position? So that he can take the decision about the expansion of the business or the diversification of the business. So this is prepared at the end of the year. And these two documents, ledger and journal, are prepared throughout the year. On daily basis, we are doing the entries in these two books. Clear? So this is all about the accounting process as well as the meaning. Now, after summarizing, two more steps are there. Okay, two more steps are there in accounting. Next step is interpreting and analyzing. Interpreting and analyzing means, and this step you are going to learn, wait a minute, this step, next two steps you are going to learn in, wait a minute, yes, in 12th class. Your 11th class accounting will be ended by making of trading P&L and balance sheet. In 12th class, the next two steps, analyzing and interpretation. You will be going to learn in 12th class. So in this step, there is a complete book in 12th class in which book you will be doing this step only. This is a very important step. In this, whatever the financial statements are prepared by the businessman, that will be analyzed by using the different tools like ratio analysis, cash flow statement, comparative statement. Because suppose your result has come, you have got 90 marks in accounts in your class. Okay, so you cannot be happy just by seeing your result. You must want to compare your result from others. Suppose all other students, 90 marks is a very good mark. Okay, but suppose all other students got more than 90 marks, then it means you have analyzed your result. Your result is not good as compared to others. So similarly, the businessman also wants to analyze its result with the other similar nature firms. So they want to analyze that whether our profit is good or not, and what the amount of the profit is earned by our competitors, so that we can take the decision whether to put more steps to earn more profit, or to modernize, or to expand, or to diversify. So this step we will be doing in the 12th class, analyzing and doing interpretation. Now the last step is communicating. So whatever the results you have got, that will be communicated to the users. Who are the users of the accounting information? This will be the last step of accounting. Last step. Users. Who are the users? Like creditors, bankers, suppliers, investors, employees. All these are the users of the financial statements of a company. They are directly or indirectly interested in the financial statements of a company. Like creditors want to know whether the business will be able to pay off their amount on time or not. Similarly, the bankers want to know that the business will be able to pay off its loan, installment as well as interest. Suppliers are those persons who have supplied us goods on credit. That may be the suppliers of machinery, suppliers of furniture. So they also want to know that whether they will be getting their amount back or not. Investors want to get the returns from your business. So each and every party is having their own interest area in the business. So until or unless we are telling them that this is the profit of our business, this is the financial position of our business, they will not be able to have an idea about your business, whether to do the transaction with your business in future or not. So finally, that accounting information is communicated to the users. How this communication is done? Each and every business firm needs to show its financial statements on their websites. You can see all the major companies' balance sheet, trading and profit and loss accounts are displayed on their website, as well as they are supposed to give their balance sheet and their financial statements in the newspapers, leading newspapers. Why? Because all these persons are not directly with the business. So how they will be able to know about the company? So they are uh, having this information through the company's website and the newspaper. When a company is displaying its financial statements in its websites, or yes, company is displaying its financial statements in its website or in the newspapers. Clear? Then it means it is doing the last step of accounting process, that is the communication to the users. So along with the meaning of accounting, I have explained you the complete process of accounting. You can see that this process is a separate topic in your book. So we have done the complete process. I am repeating. First, bookkeeping is done. In bookkeeping, how many steps are there? Wait a minute. In bookkeeping, how many steps are there? Yes. First step, which I told you, identifying. Identifying financial nature transaction. Financial nature transaction. Okay. Second step, measuring in terms of money. Measuring in terms of money. Okay. Third step, recording. I'm writing the whole process, and where the recording is done, journal. Fourth step, classifying. And where the classifying is done, in ledger, journal and subsidiary books. Next step after classifying, summarizing. And where the summarizing is done, trial balance, trading and profit and loss account, and balance sheet. These three documents are prepared. The next step, analyzing and interpretation. Last step, communicating to the users. Communicating to users. And this whole is known as accounting process. Okay. And this accounting process contains two parts, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Till here, it is known as bookkeeping. Okay. Up to 4 steps, it is known as bookkeeping. Then we are adding 3 more steps in this process, which is summarizing, analyzing, and communicating. Then it becomes accounting. So accounting is a much wider term than bookkeeping. Bookkeeping has only 4 steps, and in 11th, you are going to learn only up to the step number 5, which is summarizing. Step number 6, we will be doing in 12th class. So this is all about the definition as well as the meaning of accounting and bookkeeping. With the same explanation, we have done 3 topics: accounting, bookkeeping, and accounting process. So accounting is a broad term, and in addition to bookkeeping, it also includes summarizing, interpreting, and communicating the financial data to the interested parties. Interested parties are the users. I have given you the example like creditors, lenders, bankers, all these are. So difference between bookkeeping and accounting. This topic we have already done. Scope, it is having a narrow scope. Accounting is having a wider scope, and it's a very important 6 marker or 4 marker question. Stage, it is a primary stage as it is performed. Yes, as it is performed before. Here, as it is performed before the accounting. And what about the accounting? It is a secondary stage. How it is secondary stage? As it is continued when the bookkeeping is over. Clear? Wait a minute. Then nature of job. Bookkeeping is a routine nature job. Routine means it is performed on the regular basis. and anyone can perform this job. The person who is having a very little knowledge of accountancy, he can perform the job of bookkeeping. Then uh, accounting is analytical in nature. It means preparation of balance sheet, trading account, profit and loss account cannot be performed by everyone. For this, different skills are required. Only the CAs and accountants can perform this. Objective. The main aim is to maintain systematic records of financial transactions. In bookkeeping, the main objective is just to record just to maintain the records. But in accounting, the main aim is to know about the profit or loss or the financial position of the business. Next, performance. Junior staff can perform this function. Anyone who is having the basic knowledge of debit and credit and the journal ledger. Then senior staff can perform like the CA, accountant. Levels of skill. Bookkeeping does not require special skills and accounting requires special skills. Means the senior person can perform the accounting. So that's it about the today's topic. So I hope